Yes, it's clear to see that Jeff feels a certain kind of way, all up in his feelings and emotions, throwing a childish tantrum because of my last video, destroying, destroying the claim of MGTOWs being white supremacists and neo-Nazis. So much so that Jeff spent all fucking day, crying like a little bitch because of the fact that he can no longer use that argument against MGTOW. In fact, he's so desperate. Here's what he do. Now he's in his community tab, claiming that James Stern was a leader of white supremacy in the Triple K group. Oh, what does it say? Black men to lead neo-Nazi group. So basically, here's what Jeff did. He just took this news article and just ran with it, no questions asked. In fact, I'll go the extra mile and say Jeff's only thing Jeff did was scratch the surface in a desperate attempt to have a gotcha moment. But let's dig even deeper than Jeff here, and we gonna see who James Stern actually is. Shall we? Let's hear what the Washington Post says about James Stern. How a black man says he outsmarted a neo-Nazi group and became their new leader. Without notifying his followers or even his inner circle, the longtime president of a legacy neo-Nazi group handed his organization to a black civil rights activist, Jeff. Yeah, you heard it, and you're reading it clearly. A black civil rights activist from California, James Hart Stern, 54, is the new president of the National Socialist Movement, a group whose members wear uniforms resembling to those worn in Nazi Germany, celebrate Adolf Hitler, and organize public rallies across the country. Stern's first move as president was to ask a Virginia judge to find the organization culpable of conspiring to commit violence at the deadly Unite the Rights rally in Charlottesville in 2017. The group has been accused of wrongdoings in a lawsuit, but had previously denied any responsibility. Next, he plans to transform the hate group's website, visited by millions of white supremacists each year, into a space of Holocaust history lessons. You hear that, Jeff? Basically, basically, what James Stern is trying to do, or when he was alive, what James Stern was doing was being the Trojan horse, was being the modern day Trojan horse for these white supremacists, neo Nazis, and Triple K groups. Jeff, and slowing the head turns because y'all know you're retarded as fuck. Howard Stern was infiltrating these white supremacist groups and dismantling and just completely dismantling it and destroying it from the inside out. Now, Jeff, you only showed one receipt. Let's look at all the receipts I gathered. Oh, look, this one's from USA Today. Black man who led one of nation's largest neo-Nazi groups dies amid bid to destroy it. Yes, Jeff. Yes, Jeff. The title ain't cap, and the title ain't gaslighting. A black activist who took control of one of the nation's largest neo-Nazi groups and vowed to dismantle it has died amidst a legal fight over who will lead the group. Again, James Stern was the modern day Trojan horse for these neo-Nazi groups. So basically, Jeff, you claiming that, oh, James Stern is the black leader of a white supremacist neo-Nazi group, when in actuality, he infiltrated their groups to destroy it. So guess what, Jeff? At this point, we now know for a fact that you're pushing fake news. But then again, Jeff, this is how we know that you're so intellectually lazy. You don't do thorough research. You just find something and you just take it and run with it, no questions asked. But I'm not done yet. Let's take a look at more receipts here. Here's what the New York Times has to say. James Stern, who disrupted a racist group, dies at age 55. A former preacher with an eventful past, Mr. Stern talked a virtual neo-Nazi into signing his organization over to him. I mean, it's the same story, Jeff. But let's find something else. Even Wikipedia is saying the exact same thing. Even AP News is saying the exact same thing. Neo-Nazi group's leader is black man who vows to dissolve it. In other words, to destroy the group, Jeff. Neo-Nazis group leader is black man who vows to dissolve it. So basically, Jeff, you're sitting here claiming that James Stern is a white supremacist neo-Nazi, when in actuality, James Stern was destroying these neo-Nazi groups from the inside out. Which kind of reminds me of another black man that I also know. Y'all want to know who that is? Now, for those of y'all who've seen the Spike Lee movie Black Klansman, which of course is based off of true events, by the way. And on a side note, I'm a big fan of Spike Lee movies, by the way. Black Klansman follows the actual events that unfolded. We have Ron Stallworth, who is the first African American detective to serve in the Colorado Springs Police Department, determined to make a name for himself. Stallworth bravely sets out on a dangerous mission: infiltrate and expose the Triple K. Well, that's what I call them. The detective soon recruits more seasoned colleagues like Flip Zimmerman into the undercover investigation of a lifetime. Together, they team up to take down the extremist hate group as the organization aims to sanitize its rhetoric and appeal to the mainstream. Now, doesn't that sound like what James Stern was doing? Infiltrating the extremist hate group to destroy it, right, Jeff? Exactly. But Jeff, you was so busy trying to have a gotcha moment just to be right that you don't even do thorough research into who you try to claim is a black man who's a leader of white supremacy and neo-Nazi group. No, Jeff. All you did was just scrape the ground. Look what I did. I dug. I dug deep into it. And James Stern was doing was doing the exact same thing Ron Stallworth was doing, infiltrating the white supremacist neo-Nazi group to destroy it, not be a leader of it, dumbass. You see, Jeff, if you're going to have a counter argument, you can't be intellectually lazy. You can't be, look at this. I just saw this news article claiming that this black man is a leader of a white supremacist neo-Nazi group, so it's true. Without doing further research. And once again, your retarded fuck-ass claim gets destroyed. Now, if you're done kicking, screaming, whining, crying, bitching, and moaning, throwing a fucking tantrum because you could no longer say MGTOW is white supremacist and neo-Nazism, I got another one to destroy, and you definitely ain't gonna like what's about to happen. Now, if you're done wasting our time here with your bullshit claims that just got destroyed, I'm out this bitch. Later.